Today we have with us Dr. Deepanshu Tripathi. He has done his MBBS from Sumandeep Vidyapeeth deemed university from Gujarat, and he has scored All India rank 5084 in his very first attempt. So I warmly welcome you to my channel, Dr. Deepanshu. So give me a short introduction.
Thank you so much for having me, and it feels great. Hi, everyone. For all the viewers, I'm Dr. Deepanshu Tripathi. I have done my UG from Sumandeep Vidyapeeth Deemed University. I am a gold medalist, and this was my first attempt in NEET PG 2024, and I secured an All India rank of 5084.
Okay, so you seem to be a topper, consistently topping in all the professionals, or you were a mediocre student?
No, actually, I happen to be the topper in all four professional exams, like right from first year to final year, uh, with a lot of distinctions to it. I hold no pride in telling this, but yeah, that's it.
Okay. So, when you started preparing seriously for NEET PG?
I started preparing seriously for NEET PG when my internship started. So when my internship started in March 2024, sorry, March 2023, and I my first posting was community medicine. So uh, usually what happens is that community medicine posting is very light in most of the colleges, but in our colleges it is quite opposite. The department is quite strict and we have to attend and stuff. So I started preparing somewhere between June or July 2023, when I purchased the subscription. I renewed my subscription, which got over after final year. So that's when I began preparing properly for NEET teaching.
So, what were your sources you followed for your preparation?
My sole sources were cerebellum, along with BTR and Marrow. Marrow specifically Plan B, and I did have notes ready with me. Used to have Plan C till internship, and later on I purchased, like at the beginning of my internship, purchased Plan B only.
Okay, so you said two things, cerebellum and BTR. So, you followed
Yeah.
rest of the teachers in cerebellum also.
Um, yeah, like few of them. My main source, like the schedule which I followed was by Dr. Zainab only, and but I followed a few other subjects from different subject teachers. I would like to specifically mention them: pharmacology by Dr. GRG sir, psychiatry by Dr. Praveen sir, and medicine especially. Medicine by Dr. Dilip sir. Dr. Dilip changed my entire perspective for medicine, and I really love him as a teacher, and his teaching is exemplary. So my sole source for medicine per se was by Dr. Dilip's notes.
Okay, so you are following the schedule of Dr. Janna ma'am, but you are with the matter of subject
Yeah,
specific teachers.
yeah. Like for a few subjects, but like for 80% of those, for 80% of the subjects, I followed BTR only.
Okay, you followed integrated medicine or not?
Yeah, I did, but I added Dr. Dilip's notes to my integrated medicine notes. I made it a consolidated source.
Okay. And what earlier you said you had Marrow Plan C also earlier. So
Yeah, yeah.
so Rakesh Nair sir, that he teaches very lengthy. So were you able to transfer those knowledge into this BTR copy?
No, actually, I wouldn't say that because, see, no teacher is a bad teacher, I believe. Dr. Rakesh has his own way of, explaining things and concepts. But for me, it was not the right way because I found it very lengthy. And like I did make notes of medicine from Marrow, but I'll be very honest, I did not open them again during internship, even for the concepts which I was lacking because I was too afraid that I might get lost in those notes and I might not come back and I might even forget what I'm trying to find. So this is my personal opinion. some of the toppers find Dr. Rakesh's way of teaching very good, and I do not disagree with them. But it did not work for me personally.
But you need not balance. You can be blunt.
Yeah, yeah,
See,
that's what I'm saying. That it did not work for me. I did not find it good because, um, I mean, uh, I used to watch a lot of strategy videos right before I was starting my preparation because I was kind of lost. Not everyone has good seniors to guide them. I was one of them. So I saw one thing which really stuck with me from Dr. Aditya Gupta's video was that you need to have a content for a good rank, which the kind of content which you can revise in the last 10 days, and that will make a difference. So if had I been doing Dr. Rakesh's videos and notes, it would have been difficult for me to revise those bulky notes in the last 10 days, even if I concise them. So that is why I did not prefer sir.
actually, your fear was correct. Thousands of students have early and been lost in those content, and they never came back. Okay. So, how was your GT scores?
I'll be very honest with you. I mean, people don't usually believe this. When I tell this to my friends also, they don't believe that I gave very less GTs. I have reasons for them also. But my last GT score was 559, and I gave that GT on 5th of August, and that GT was set by Dr. Zainab ma'am only. So earlier, like my first GT, I remember I was at 420, then 470, then 498, then finally to 550. Like I gave around 7 to 8 GTs. I might have missed a few of them, like while telling my scores, but yeah, this was roughly the entire journey of the scores.
Which shift was your exam?
Second shift.
Second shift. So, how many
Yeah,
of you attempted the question? How much?
I attempted around 185 questions.
Okay, you left 15 question.
Yeah.
And do you know roughly how much you got correct in that 185?
Um. The thing with recalls was that after coming from the exam also, and in the duration of like 10 to 11 days in which the results came, so I tried to see each and every recall available on YouTube due to the building anxiety because my exam was fine. I when I was when I came out of exam hall, I was satisfied. I was happy. But when I saw people around me and I opened the Telegram group, people were saying paper itna kharab tha and like shift two was very bad. I had a kind of self doubt. So I saw each and every recall. So I had a range of corrects, like ranging from minimum 147 to maximum 155. So this is what I calculated. And honestly, I was not expecting this rank because one it being my first attempt. Second, I had not planned anything per se. That I will be having this strategy with me, and I'm targeting this specific rank. I was just studying, and I also have a reason for that. Um, Actually, during May, like right before INICT, I got dengue, and I got dengue along with urosepsis with Proteus. So both of these things happened with me, and I slipped into septic shock, and I was admitted in ICU for like 15 days, and that is why I could not give my INS at May. I had filled the form and everything was fine, but I was not able to give the exam only because uh, entire thing of getting bedridden for 15 days and then coming back and the residual weakness. So I was kind of hopeless at that point of time. Ki, "ठीक है, let's see what happens with me, and I'll see whatever is going to happen. I'll proceed with it. I'm not keeping any expectations.
Which branch are you aiming for?
I'm aiming for respiratory medicine. Because like I'm not a surgery person, I'm not a general medicine person also, and during my UG days also, and like throughout the time I tried to explore the branches, I always liked respiratory medicine. So yeah, I'm aiming for respiratory medicine.
Okay, you're thinking that fine, this is the end point. I will not study afterwards. Is it that approach?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because I'm satisfied with my result, and I'll get my desired branch in my desired colleges. seeing the last year's cutoffs, and I'm because I never had the aspiration of the big four like medicine, derma, radio, and surgery, because I was not a medicine or surgery or derma person ever. I wanted a good end terminal branch, and where I can be a good clinician, a good physician also. I can see patients and I can even go for interventions later. So like after exploring my options, after seeing through what I want to do, I am going for respiratory medicine only. And since the rank is decent, I believe, so I have a few options open. So I'll see like what can be done.
Okay, great, great. So, what message would you like to give to your juniors?
Um, I'd like to like divide this message into two, especially for the interns right now. Like interns believe that it is very difficult and you cannot do it in your first attempt. I would like to tell you that you don't have to lose any kind of hope. You can do it. Just be consistent. The entire key for cracking you know um, a medical entrance exam like NEET PG, which is quite difficult, is consistency. I want you to be consistent. I want you to keep doing active and passive reading as much as you can. Even if you are able to dedicate 2 hours a day, it counts. It counts at the end. And for those who are in final year or pre-final year, and if they might be watching this video at some point of time, I would just like to say that uh, be very um, be very thorough and serious towards your prop studies as much as you can. I'm not saying that you don't enjoy; you enjoy also, but try to read textbooks also along with the notes which you are preparing. So that will count at the end, and you will definitely see a difference in your results at the end. That's what I want to say.
Okay. So, you are from a deemed university, private college.
Yeah.
So, was it always at the back of the mind that, fine, I have to do my post graduation in a good government college? So that was a fire inside you that kept you motivated so far.
Yeah, it was. I mean, especially when you are in a deemed university where you have paid quite a hefty amount for your undergraduation, there is something inside you, like especially when you are watching your friends who are doing good and who are in other good government colleges, and you are seeing the kind of environment they are getting and as compared to what you have right now. Even though you try to do your best, I tried to do my best during my UG days. That is why I was very dedicated to my studies, and also I loved medicine. So um, uh, definitely there was this fire inside me that I need to do good. I need to do good for my own self. I don't need to prove anything to anybody else, but I need to prove this to my own self. So yeah, I'd agree to that.
What is the additional difficulty that people from private medical college face while they are preparing for post graduation as compared to one studying in a government medical college?
Um, One thing which I would like to mention is that the kind of environment which you have, especially when you are in a good government college, you are surrounded by residents and PGs who have secured good ranks and who have gotten into a good college just right where you are doing your UG. So you constantly have good rankers and people around you to constantly guide you that see you are doing this resource, it can be done like this, and to aim for this branch you need to score this rank in this way. While when you are in a deemed university or in a private college, you do have good seniors, you do have good people around you, but the number is very less. And plus there is also a lack of motivation because you stand, even though you have a caliber, you cannot get that confidence that yeah, I can do good. So uh, that confidence also comes from the environment around you. So this is one point. Secondly, um, the level of academics also sometimes differs. In some private institutes the level of academics is really good, and in some there is not much um, uh, there's not much of a good academics, so that also definitely matters at the end. And I believe at the end it is totally up to you how do you want to perform and how dedicated and how focused you are towards your objectives and goals, and that at the end that only matters.
Okay, great. Where are you originally from?
I have been born and brought up in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh.
So, why so much of travel till Gujarat? Was there any specific reason?
No, it wasn't a specific reason. I mean, I gave my NEET UG and I scored not very well, and I attended my first counseling, and I was allotted a college in Gujarat, and my touchwood, being from a privileged family, I was able to afford the fee also. So I went for it. I did a little research about the college. I found it good only. I talked to a few people from there, and one of my acquaintances were doing his PG in anesthesia from my college. So he told me some points about it. So I was satisfied. So I went for it. There was no other reason first.
Okay, great, great. So
Mm.
it was really great for having on you on this channel, and my best wishes for your future, and may God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.